So Get Out of the Basement was a pilot project last year with McKim. So they had 4 teens for 4 weeks, kind of exploring and testing the waters. And then the response to that was so great, and it was very successful. So this year there's 12 teens, and it's 8 weeks. We're going to many more places. We're able to really focus on the places we go and create promotional campaigns that last more than a couple days, and we can really create some interesting content and partner with them. And so a big difference this year is that we're partially funded by Travel Manitoba, and so the whole thing has really just grown like times 4, times 3, whatever the math works out to. Yeah. The hope is for it to keep expanding and keep growing. Really one of the things, the motivation, I guess, behind Get Out of the Basement is twofold. So there's the corporate social responsibility part. So it's sort of a demonstration or an extension of McKim's commitment to our community and to Manitoba. We recognize that summer is a huge thing for Manitoba. It's when everyone kind of goes out to play. And so to really help promote those activities and get those out there is great. And also we want to invest in the future of this industry, which are these kids who are thinking about potentially careers in journalism or advertising or PR or marketing, all those really media-heavy industries. And so to give them a chance to explore those skills and have a summer job that's not flipping burgers or something, where they can actually figure out those skills and kind of get a head start in that way. And the second part of the motivation is is from the business perspective. So Travel Manitoba, one of our clients, like I said, is partially funding it. It's also a chance for us to build a model for engaging that younger audience using some alternative media, social media, digital media, and really build our capabilities in that way. Yeah, so one of the big ones we went to was the Canadian Fossil Discovery Centre in Morden to dig up old mosasaur bones, and that was very, very cool. We've been to a little bit of Fringe already. We've been to Folk Fest. Where else have we been already? CMHR is great. So what we're trying to do is get all of our kids to visit, or all of our teens, to visit the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, and then kind of write about their perspective. And this one is super important because everything else on our website is very fun, very energetic, very much celebratory and exciting. So we want to take a little bit of a different tone and really dial it back and show that there are things to do that aren't necessarily a festival, aren't necessarily an attraction, but things that you can go out and do in the city, in the province. In terms of go to, got so many things. If I can just think of one thing right now, that'd be awesome. So like I said, everyone in Folklorama. We've got the Canada Summer Games kickoff coming up later this month. In August, there's a Morden Corn and Apple Festival and Dragonfly Festival at Oakhammock Marsh. That'll be very exciting. One of the things, we're definitely going to go to all of the big Folkloramas, Fringes, Folk Fest, all of that kind of thing. But we also wanted to find not as well known, not as well promoted things. Also things that aren't necessarily festivals. For example, we're going to go to the Forks, not for any specific event. The Forks has lots of events. They're well promoted. That's great. But we wanted just to go talk about what you can do at the Forks on any day. If you're bored at home with your friends and you're 17, 16, and you want to go out and hang out for the day, like you can go to the Forks and do this laundry list of things. We want to kind of create that and create something engaging around that. Yeah, it's an application process. After last year, near as the program was ending, and a little bit before this one began, we kind of put out the feelers for anyone that was interested, and you could apply through the website. I imagine it'll be the same thing at the end of this one. And so, it was application process, interviews, just like any regular summer job. So we've got 12 super creative, super talented young people who are interested in promoting Manitoba, and it's really exciting to see them work and see them just come up with ideas in that brainstorming process. Every week we'll have a brainstorm and figure out what we're going to do for the events that week, and the ideas that these guys are coming up with are fantastic. This is important. So these are the two reasons. Like I said, it's to build and invest in this community and in our industry. These are the future of sort of the advertising, marketing, journalism, all of that media industry, and also demonstrate McKim's commitment to our community and into fostering that growth.